What's up, guys? My name is SnyperSama, but you can call me Sniper. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going over a different kind of dual blades guide using the Zoshia Dragon dual blades. Now, if you notice, I am not rocking the normal Zoshia, Gormagala. In fact, I'm rocking something completely different with Guardian Arkfeld. Now, the reason for this is because I wanted to try something completely different. The meta is stale. Okay, the Gormagala pieces, the Zoshia pieces, they're great, they're awesome, but nobody uses anything else. And because of that, a lot of perks get wasted, a lot of skills don't get used. And I wanted to come up with something different, which is what we have here today. Okay, this is Blazing Leal, so Whiteflame Torrent with Flayer and Partbreaker. This is an interesting synergistic combo that combines extra damage while you're fighting. So, to start, we have Blazing Leal, obviously Zoshia dual blades, which come with Whiteflame Torrent. We have the Guardian Arkfeld Helm Beta, Arc Vulcan Male Beta, Guardian Arkfeld Vambraces Beta, Guardian Arkfeld Coil Beta, and the Mizitsune Greaves Beta with an Exploiter Charm 2 and Evasion Mantle. Now, you're asking yourself, Sniper, how is this going to be any different or any better than a meta build? Well, here's the thing. Is it going to be 100% better? Absolutely not. The meta is defined as the meta for a reason. However, if you're like me and you love the aesthetic of the Zoshia weapons, if you're like me and you want to use different things to challenge the creativity that you have, this kind of build is for you. The reason I opted to do this on dual blades is, one, I don't have a Zoshia dual blades build yet. And the Zoshia dual blades look absolutely wicked, and I wanted to make a build for them. Excuse me, I gotta clear my throat. So, without further ado, let's get into it. For our decorations, we have Razor Sharp Dragon, and Handicraft. The reason I opted for these is because we're not running a whole lot of crit, which means I want Razor Sharp to be max, so I have the, 50%? Yeah, 50% chance every time I hit to not lose any sharpness. However, thanks to Razor Sharp and Dragon as a combo compound jewel, I go Dragon level 2, and I have Dragon attack maxed out, which is nice. Mixed with Handicraft, just for a little extra sharpness. I wasn't sure what else to put in this. The Affinity Critical Eye Booster doesn't really do a whole lot. Critical Boost 1 is fine, but it's only taking me up a couple percent. It's not huge. And then we get into the armor. So we have 2 Flayer Jewels. These 2 Flayer Jewels, if you are unaware of what Flayer does, says it's easier to inflict wounds, and upon doing enough damage, you also do additional non-elemental damage. Now, if you are familiar with what Whiteflame Torrent does, is anytime within a 3-second exchanging period, so 369, you have a chance to do an additional 50 damage base without any Scorcher 2, which you can read here with Scorcher. We don't have any Scorcher on, which means every time that I'm hitting, there is a chance, a 33% chance, once I hit that 3-second mark, to apply extra damage. Mix that with Flayer, and we're applying more non-elemental damage. That is just flat amounts. However, if you also look in, we have Partbreaker, which increases Partbreaker damage, and it increases the amount of damage you get when destroying a wound. You see where I'm going with this? Rather than this being a 100% just all-out damage build with the weapon, we're trying to stack a bunch of extra damage skills without actually applying any extra damage. These are all interval procs from Partbreaker when we break a wound, Flayer whenever we hit that cap, and Whiteflame Torrent from our weapon. Mix that with Burst level 3, which we're on dual blades, might as well. Burst is a great damage buffer, okay? And Constitution level 5, we're sitting with a very interesting different type of build. So, without further ado, I'm going to quit rambling, and I'm going to show you guys what this build is capable of. So let's get started. So, because Flayer does not work with Blade Dance, what we are going to do is we are going to go into our form. Is this recording? I thought I avoided that. We're going to go into our demon mode form. And instead, we're just going to spam a lot of our left clicks. There we go. You can see the Whiteflame Torrent just procs there. This actually is not a great spot to be fighting him, but that's fine. Get that perfect dodge going. Get another one. You saw another proc. And just like that, Arkfeld goes down. And there is an Ursula that is going to help us in our endeavors. So you can see here, we're doing a solid amount of damage. And now, he's also been poisoned, which helps. Thank you, Ursula. So all of these regular combo moves have chances to proc. You see that 535 damage right there? That is all Arkfeld to Ursula. But you saw 50 proc from the Whiteflame Torrent, 50 proc from the Whiteflame Torrent. Unfortunately, we missed our dodge there. That's fine. And let's get this wound break. Now, if you saw any of those damage numbers just now, you saw 240 for wound break, as well as additional damage on top of it, and Whiteflame Torrent procced. This is not a build that does amazing all on its own. The combination of all of these abilities really lends itself to do some phenomenal damage if we were to consider everything. You see 280 right there. And that's just because we're fighting. And let's go for the wound break. Oh, we missed. We got hit there, but that's okay. Let's get the wound break now. Oh, maybe not. Take two. There we go. Go ahead and break the wounds. Pay attention. We see 300 damage for that. Go ahead and knock him out of that. And 414 right there. This build, in my opinion, is one of the more fun ones, and actually is what would lead me to play dual blades more. It is completely different than the meta. You are not just spamming dual blades in the standard paralysis mode. That sucks, I just healed. You are not sitting here just playing the same way, because you're not spamming Blade Dance. You can't. You spam Blade Dance, you don't get the bonuses that come from Flayer. You have to use different moves. So yeah, this six-fold Demon Slash is great. We're going to put a little bit of damage into it this way. We missed the dodge, but that's okay. Get the perfect dodge going and start racking up some damage again. More perfects. More perfects. Oh, we dodged into that one. I have no one to blame but myself. And unfortunately, I saw the move coming and still dodged the direction I was not supposed to. And just like that, Arkfeld is going to let himself go. Little showcase, though, of my Doshiguma pendant there on my weapon. Your boy was able to get an A rank in the Doshiguma's Hollow. Or Doshiguma of the Hollow challenge quest that was in the arenas. Finally got my rewards for that. Pretty hyped about it. It looks wicked. Can't wait to see what they come up with next. Can't drop that pillar? I thought I definitely could. I dodged way too early. Once again, way too early. Let Duck go ahead and heal us up a little bit. I was locked into an animation. That is no one to blame but myself. Whiteflame Torrent proc there. Oh, I'm stunned. I'm dead. How unfortunate is that? I know I'd gotten hit a lot, but I did not think my stun meter was gonna lend me to getting carded right there. That is unfortunate. However, 5-star Arfel does make sense. It's not a huge deal. You have seen me die in these videos a million times. I am not perfect. I am no speedrunner, though I am trying. Trying to learn some of these patterns and understand how the monsters are gonna move and do. Dual Blaze is also just not my weapon. And whoop. There we go. We get burst active. God, these weapons look... I'm kind of surprised that hit me, I won't lie. Kind of surprised I didn't get it there, but that's fine. Alright, can you turn around so I can hit your face? That is not at all what I wanted. We're actually going to take this moment and heal. I'm okay with dying once. I don't want to die again. There we go. There's the wound break. 308 damage on that wound break. If you guys know anything about wound breaks, you know the more you break, the more damage you'll do, especially on like longsword and on dual blades. And so 308 for one wound is kind of nutty. There's the roar. Hit that perfect dodge. Unfortunately, we get hit. That's the tail. Or Whiteflame Torrent procs. I have to hope I don't die here. Woo. Getting a little close. And now that he is almost weak, look at that. We don't even have to waste one of our own traps. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be my showcase of a different type of build. I'm not going to call it 100% meta. I'm not. I know it's not, but it is fun. It is different, and it does utilize skills that more than likely you guys haven't used since your Monster Hunter Wilds journey. So, without further ado, that is it. That is my Whiteflame Torrent Flayer build. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see all of you in the next one. Farewell.